Hi, welcome back to another Messages from the Divine. It's day-oyabunmi. I hope you're well as you're watching this. Ashe. Before I get started, I want to send a special shout out to my Divine Tribe on Patreon. Thank you so much for your support. The members of my Patreon get to see these videos first, okay? So I just wanted to shout you guys out. Thank you for your support. So we're going to dive right in and find out what the divine wants us to know today. I'm going to use a spread I created. We'll look into the current energy around us right now. We'll look at what's coming into our lives. We'll look at what's going, and we'll look at some guidance, okay? So I already shuffled, so you wouldn't have to hear that live. And let's see what's going on. So, whoa. Okay. Alrighty. So the current energy right now, we have the Queen of Wands, the Chariot, the Conjunction card, and the Plan and Have a Strategy card. So there are a couple of things I'm seeing with the Conjunction card here. It says a union merging and coming together with the Queen of Wands and the Chariot. There are two very powerful people coming together, a divine femme, a divine masculine, coming together to build something spectacular, like a very strong foundation, a stable foundation, a very strong relationship. And I don't even think two people coming together know that they're going to be such a powerhouse together. This doesn't necessarily have to be love. It is some type of union and a merging. So it could be a business, two people coming together for business purposes. It could be people coming together for love, obviously, in work. There's some type of pairing or union that is a very, very good union. Now, if you know who I'm speaking of and you're already working with this person or preparing to work with this person, the divine is encouraging you to plan and have a strategy. Whatever you're working on, you're going to need to plan at this time. This is not one of those times where the current energy, right now, it's not one of those times where it's good for things to just kind of be done haphazardly. Like, oh yeah, this will figure itself out. No, the divine is saying plan and have a strategy. For others of you, the current energy is just one simply of empowerment, where your divine feminine and your divine masculine energy is really balanced out, and there's like this melding of the two. Your yin and yang energy is really coming together and supporting the fulfillment of your destiny, which is beautiful. Yes, like a merging and a union of your divine masculine, your divine feminine. But there's a very empowered energy around us at this time. Again, the divine is saying, be careful of rushing into things without having a clear plan or goal, right? Like really lay things out and make sure you're paying attention to detail and you're disciplined in the ways that you're manifesting things, in the ways that you're creating things, right? Like, again, this is not the time for haphazard action. This is the time to plan and have a strategy. Yeah, I see like a go-getter energy. Like there's just a movement. And this is a really good time to get going, to do things you wanted to do. I'm seeing in one of these cards what looks like a hammer. So some of you may be doing work on a house, doing some type of DIY project, or you have contractors doing something at this time. So let's look at what's coming. Oi, oi, oi. So with what's coming, we have the Five of Cups, Five of Wands, and then I'll talk about the Oracle cards later. But with the Five of Cups and the Five of Wands, for some of you, there's a fight, an argument, a disagreement that brings like a disappointment that brings sadness. And it doesn't have to be something huge, right? Where there's like a huge blowout and all of that. It could be some type of competition. Whatever it is, it just brings like low spirits and disappointment. For some of you, your kids are fighting so much and it's getting on your damn nerve. And that's something that's coming in. Like all of a sudden, you'll notice like bickering and fighting around you, or bickering, fighting in your family, and it's feeling like a burden, like it's become burdensome to you. You have to keep breaking kids up. If anyone here has twins, your twins are gonna be fighting and it's annoying. It's just annoying. The divine is saying that in order to avoid this, you need to make sure there's structure and discipline in their lives. Your kids might have too much free time on their hands, too much idle time, and it's leading to fights. Now, for some of you, one more thing for the parents. With the only speak good things here, some of you, the way you speak to your children, the way you speak to those in your charge, makes them feel really, really bad about themselves and causes more like discord and fight in the house. So your words, your energy is setting the tone. So what's coming is that you need to be more mindful of how you're addressing issues with your children, with the people in your care, right? With your dependents, because there's something about your energy being able to shift things either for the better or for the worse. So try to be more positive in your speech. Use more positive reinforcement instead of telling someone they're acting like an idiot. Try to find ways to encourage them to behave better, right? Like use better language. Um, and you, like I said, some of you just need to discipline better. If you're going to punish your child and take something away, then really take something away. Don't kind of say that and then don't follow through, okay? There's a structure and a discipline needed. Now, for others of you, there is something from the past that you're remembering, some type of discord, dis-ease that you're remembering in the coming days and weeks that really has the capacity to bring your energy down and make you really sad. The divine is encouraging you to shift your focus and focus on the things in your life that have worked well for you, even in this situation. Focus on the good, what good came out of it, what lessons you learned from it. But there's a need to focus maybe more on your accomplishments, the things that you have done good, and speak good things again, like really focusing on calling in a higher vibration. There is something for some of you that's coming in around career or your life mission, which will feel like um, disappointing, or you'll feel like there's like a fight or some type of blockage and burden around it. Again, the divine is asking you to look up. What's happening to you now is actually building wisdom. And instead of getting down on yourself and feeling like your accomplishments are being blocked or you're not going to be able to move forward in your career, or your life mission, there's a need to focus on the good, the positive, focus on what you're grateful for. For some of you, the 10th house in astrology is important. You may have some planets moving through there or just some important astrological aspects around the 10th house coming up. So let's see what's leaving your life. Some of you have had some confusion, some confusion, illusion around finances. Maybe there's been like an uncertainty around finances. Like for some of you, you're not like destitute, you're not struggling financially, but there's still some question and concern around finances. That for some of you, that's going to clear up and you'll have more clarity around what's going on, what's coming. For some of you, you felt stuck when it comes to finances and feeling like you haven't been growing, but that's going. Like, that's the thing that's leaving your life. For those of you who have felt stuck, who have felt unable to move, or even have felt attacked in your finances, there's a movement away from that. So that's good. For others of you, you've been looking at the ways you make money, your resources, your career, your business a certain way. And there's like a shift. Your focus and your perspective is shifting. You're seeing things in a new light when it comes to your finances. Okay, for some of you, the divine is saying you've been too comfortable when it comes to um like the tangible things in your life, the resources, finances, and things like that. And that's what's leaving. The divine is like, you're too comfortable, and they want you to kind of step outside of your comfort zone. For some of you, a water sign that you work with, do some type of business with, um, is leaving your life. There's like a change, and this could be in your work. This could be a supervisor. I see someone that's been abusive or harsh. Again, could be because we have the Pisces sign out, could be a water sign, could be a Pisces specifically. Um, this person is moving out of your life, is being removed from your life, is being removed from whatever you guys share together. Now, this may actually happen in Pisces season, between February and March, where you'll notice the moving on of someone around money who has been harsh, who has been nasty, who has been abusive, and things like that. And those are some of the things that are leaving our lives. And now let's just get some guidance to close. If you're interested in a personal reading, check out my website, daydreamalston.com/store. Okay, so our guidance, we start with the North Node card. And the North Node in astrology is essentially your North Star. It's the destiny that was embedded into your being, right? And encoded and programmed into your being based on how the stars aligned when you incarnated on the earth. So typically, the North Node is something that's a little out of your comfort zone because your South Node is what you've already mastered, right? So in this case, the divine is saying that you are destined to have this thing, right? Whatever your North Node is focused on. And that if you were to go down that path, it is something that would bring so much joy into your life. It's something that would bring so much enlightenment and illumination to you if you were to agree to this task. Because you have it, we all have our North Node and the things that we're meant to aspire to, but we don't always aspire to them. Okay? For some of you, your North Node points to teaching and you being a leader in this incarnation, you being a religious leader, a priest, a priestess, a guide of some sort to people, but just a leader in some regard. For others of you, the divine is saying your North Node again would bring so much excitement, so much illumination, enlightenment, and just goodness into your life, like a sweetness to you. So if you're not aware of your North Node, it's something you can look up by, gaining access to your birth chart, okay? But I really do recommend you research that if you don't know it, because the divine is like pointing specifically to that. Some other guidance is to take action and to really go towards those things that bring joy to you with the Knight of Swords, the Sun, and even the Hierophant here. There's a need to go towards those things that bring joy to you, that bring happiness and fun. The divine is also saying that your spiritual practices should bring a joy to you and an invigoration. So if your spiritual practices have been feeling very dull and you haven't been looking forward to doing them, then you need to switch it up and do something to make it just more lively and make it feel better to you. For some of you, the divine is saying this is a great time to go to a priestess, a priest, to get your own personal readings, divinations, and things like that done. I think that is also a good idea, especially with the onset of the new year coming in. That's something good to focus on. Okay, we're also getting take a breath. Some of you have been running yourselves ragged. You're working too hard. The divine is saying, slow it down, bring it down. Do some deep breathing. Do a deep breath. Take it in through your nose. Breathe out through your mouth. Those are cleansing breaths. You got the card Cleanse Your Home. For some of you, your home is due for a spiritual cleanse. Use whatever it is you use. Some people use water, blessed water. Some people use smoke. Whatever it is you use, it's time to go around and cleanse your home. You can also use the power of your word. So you can physically clean up and then walk around stating like affirmations and declarations over your home. And lastly, the divine is saying connect to nature. For some of you, it's going to be so important to get outside, connect to nature, and ground in the coming days. Okay? That's our guidance. Thank you so much for your support for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye. Hey, if you're interested in a personal tarot reading, an Ifa reading, a Ifa-Orisa reading, if you're interested in Ifa-Orisa online trainings, ebooks, even an ebook on how to read tarot intuitively, or my Patreon, check out my website, daydreamalston.com, or the description box below. And please don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. Ashe.